Yeah, today we're looking at something I think is really top of mind for a lot of software developers out there.
Definitely seems to be getting a ton of buzz these days.
It's all about testing, but specifically how automation is, well, changing the game.
Yeah, how it's changing everything.
For this deep dive, so one thing that jumps out from just glancing at these posts is how automation is becoming like the standard.
Yeah, not just some future possibility.
It's happening now. And this one post from UDev really nailed it.
What did they say?
They were talking about how automation is already streamlining things. The whole development process is getting smoother.
Smoother, faster, I bet. Yeah, and that leads to better products, higher quality.
Which is the whole point.
And UDev also made a point about how important these automated testing frameworks are becoming.
Especially for agile teams, right?
Exactly. If you're moving fast, you need a way to test fast, and that's where automation really shines.
Well, first one that always comes up is speed. Pure and simple.
Things just move faster, right?
Way faster. Think about all those tests you got to run over and over again. Automation takes that off your plate, so you don't have to do it manually.
No more clicking through the same steps a million times.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And not only is it faster, but it's way less prone to errors.
Because let's face it, we all make mistakes.
All the time. And those mistakes can really slow you down, especially if they lead to bugs that have to be fixed later.
So automation's like taking the human error out of the equation.
Yeah, for those repetitive tasks at least. And that frees up your time to focus on the more creative, interesting stuff.
Like actually building cool features.
Oh yeah, it definitely impacts quality too.
How so?
Well, when you're testing more thoroughly and more consistently, you're naturally going to catch more bugs.
And fewer bugs means a better product?
Precisely. And because those automated tests are run the exact same way every time, you get much more reliable results.
You know for sure that the software is actually working as intended, not just on your machine, but everywhere.
Yeah, like across different browsers, operating systems, devices, you name it. The money factor.
Yeah, cost. Automation's got to be saving companies some serious cash, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's an investment up front, but it pays off big time in the long run.
Less time spent testing means lower costs, right?
Exactly. And this one junior QA engineer, Foyez Kabir, he had a really good point about this in his post.
What a good.
He was saying how, as projects get bigger and more complex, the cost savings from automation just keep growing.
Because you're not having to hire a ton of extra testers to do everything manually.
Right. And he also talked about how automation is crucial for agile and DevOps.
Because those methodologies are all about speed and frequent releases. So it really seems like automation is changing the entire landscape of software testing.
Without a doubt. But does that mean manual testing is dead? Like, is it game over for human testers?
That's a good question. Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
Well, this software company, Scrums.com, had a really interesting take on this in their blog post.
What did they say?
They were basically saying that automation is awesome, don't get me wrong, but there are still some things that humans are just better at.
Like what? What can't robots do?
Well, think about the user experience, how a person actually feels when they're using a piece of software.
Right.
Oh yeah, there are always challenges, especially when you're getting close to a big release.
What kind of challenges?
Well, this software engineer, Ashita Prakash, she painted a pretty vivid picture in her post.
What did she say?
She described it as a firestorm in the days leading up to a release.
A firestorm. Sounds intense.
It is. You've got last-minute changes coming in, bug reports piling up, deadlines looming. It can get pretty crazy.
So it's not just about the technical skills, it's also about managing the chaos.
Exactly. And she really emphasized the importance of communication and collaboration between everyone involved.
Developers, testers, project managers, the whole team needs to be on the same page.
Definitely. One that's getting a lot of attention lately is shift-left testing.
Shift-left testing, what is that?
It's basically the idea of integrating testing earlier in the development process.
So instead of waiting till the end to test everything, you're testing as you go.
Exactly. It's like if you're building a house, you don't wait till it's finished to check if the foundation is solid.
You inspect each part as you build it.
Right. And that's what shift-left testing is all about. You catch bugs early on when they're easier and cheaper to fix. Well, you've got things like automated testing frameworks, test case management tools, defect tracking tools, all that good stuff.
And these tools are getting more sophisticated all the time.
Definitely. And they're moving to the cloud, which makes them even more powerful and flexible.
So it sounds like the future of software testing is all about using the right combination of tools and strategies.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance between automation and manual testing, between testing early and often and testing thoroughly before release.